guys, today I'm back to film another Get Ready With Me with my next Tarte quad. I'm sorry if you hear all kinds of crazy noises, but my boys are downstairs and they are roughhousing. Just typical boy stuff. But anyways, this is the quad that I'm using today. So it's got a little bit more fall colors, a little darker, smokier, that kind of thing. But I'm going to go ahead and talk about the colors. So we have a Snow Angel in the Parc, which is just a light champagne color. Navigating the Metro, this is like a really pretty taupe color. I feel like on camera it's looking a little bit more gray, but definitely once you put it on the lid it comes out a little bit more taupe. It has a little bit of brown in it. So next is Midnight Stroll. This is a really pretty like red purple color. The word plum kind of comes to mind when describing it. Liaison at the Louvre. This is a little bit more of a like a navy blue purple. It's definitely more blue toned purple, but it's definitely a lot darker than Midnight Stroll. Intrigue is the blush here, and it's kind of a dusty pink color. It's got a little bit of like a mauve to it. It's a little bit brown, but dusty pink is probably a better way to describe it. So that is my quad for this one. I do have a couple things on already, of course, just to kind of speed this along. So I have the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte foundation on, and then I filled in my brows with my Benefit Gimme Brow and my Rimmel brow pencil. And I also have my eyeshadow base down. I have the Maybelline Color Tattoo in Barely Branded, just a light champagne color. I've been kind of liking these a little bit more because they make like shimmery shadows a little bit more metallic looking. Then they're just a little stickier, so I feel like shadows have been sticking to them a little bit better. And one last thing, I put a light pink shadow in my crease, and that is just the pink shadow from my Anastasia Catwalk Palette. So that's just what I have pretty much in my crease, but it's really blended out because that is going to be kind of my transition color. So there's that. I also apologize for my hair. It just air dried today because after this video we are going back to school supply shopping. Now my dog's barking. Sorry, she throws me off when she does that. We're going back to school supply shopping. I'm coloring my hair later because it so clearly needs done. And that's all that's planned for today. It's kind of hot outside. It almost feels too hot to really do anything. So that is the plan. So I'm just going to take a Sigma shader brush, and I already forgot the name of this shadow. Navigating the Metro, the taupe color, that is the one I'm going to go ahead and pop on my lid. So there we go. I'm a little bit behind on videos just because I had a plan to upload a lot more last week, and then I kind of ended up working a couple days that I wasn't actually originally scheduled to work. And I know that this week I am not going to have a video up on Thursday because Thursday I'm going to be working from 8 o'clock in the morning till 9:30 at night. So I am not going to be able to upload a video on Thursday, which means I will try to get one uploaded on Saturday, but I also have a family picnic to go to on Saturday. So we'll see. I will get up what I can, but I just can't make any promises. So I will try, but just kind of wait and see. For some reason, when I do my right eye, it comes out so much better than my left eye. My left eye feels like really awkward to do sometimes. That and trying to like stay on camera, I feel like can be kind of difficult. Alright. So that is on the lid. Next I'm going to take the, what is this called? It's the Sigma E25 brush. It's like the MAC, like 217 or something. And I'm going to take Midnight Stroll, which is the more red purple one. This one looks really pretty with the light pink color in the crease. And I'm going to work this into the outer V and crease as well, but I'm just kind of trying to create a nice transition from the light pink to this, to what I'm going to eventually put in the outer V. So I'm going to go ahead and take this and kind of lightly start building this up in here. This is such a pretty color. I cannot get over how much I love this one. I don't think I have anything like this in my collection, but I do kind of want to get rid of these Tarte sets because I'm going to buy a bunch of Makeup Geek shadows, I think. And I just, if I'm going to have all of those single shadows, I just feel like I kind of want to get rid of a couple of palettes. So there is that. You can see it's just really soft but really pretty. And go ahead and do that to the other eye. So trying to be a little more chit-chatty, but I'm also trying to hurry this along because my videos, these Get Ready With Me's, can get really long. So, trying to think about what to chit-chat. My Ulta tips and tricks video will be coming, I'm hoping by the end of August I'll have it uploaded, because I think I've finally managed to have my list narrowed down of like everything that I want to talk about. Oh, I do need a little bit more purple on this side, so I'm going to take a pencil brush and put a little bit more. I think I have my list narrowed down about what I want to talk about, but I just haven't actually had time to sit down and like film very much. And there are other videos that I need to film first, like this, and I also need to film my July empties yet, and it's basically the middle of August, so that needs to happen. I don't know, for some reason this eye looks darker than this eye, but not too bad. Okay, I'll mess with that more later. So now I'm going to work on the outer V. I'm going to take Liaison at the Louvre and work this into the outer V. And I'm just going to use a very small amount of this, almost like when you use like a black shadow or a really dark gray and you use in the outer V. It's just to add a little bit of depth and a little bit of dimension to it. It's not really, I don't know, it's not anything super dramatic, but it's just something that kind of makes it, it's a little small touch that kind of adds a little extra oomph. That's what I'm trying to say. I struggle with words. I don't know why. Actually, I do know why. I have really bad anxiety, so sometimes when I talk, it comes out as a jumbled mess because my brain is like racing, you know, to like try to say what I'm gonna say. I don't know. It's just part of having anxiety. It's just the way it goes. And not everybody has this. I just know that it's part of my anxiety. So I'm going to bring it along the lower lash line too, just a little bit. Okay, so it looks pretty good. I am actually going to take a little bit of, what is this again? I keep forgetting what it's called. Midnight Stroll, the more red purple one. And I'm going to kind of put a little bit right in here to like help it blend a little bit between the taupe color and the really dark Liaison with the Louvre color. Just kind of make it a little bit, I don't know, just have there be a little bit of a blend there. So, I was trying to think of what makeup products, like stuff to talk about, beauty stuff, but there just really isn't a whole lot going on lately. I kind of saw a sneak peek of Urban's palette that they're launching for Christmas. I believe if you just type in like Google or anything and just type in Urban Decay Holiday 2015, you'll see it. I'm really not impressed. I'm kind of disappointed. Theirs is like the only holiday launch I've really officially like seen, but I don't know, just wasn't impressed. So I don't know, I feel like this Christmas I actually might not buy anything like, I don't know, any makeup stuff. I typically do, but I mean, if there's no big palettes or any big launches that I really want, I guess is kind of what I'm trying to say. I might buy like my typical stuff like foundation and things, but I don't really see myself buying any of like the holiday launches. Then again, I have yet to see Tarte's, and I almost always buy theirs, so it's totally possible that I would buy theirs. Okay, so I just took Midnight Stroll and put that along the lower lash line, this little Sigma pencil brush. You could do kind of the same thing and take Liaison at the Louvre and apply it to the outer corners just to add a little bit of more depth and stuff, but I'm actually not going to do that. I'm going to take the light pink color from my Anastasia Catwalk palette on the little pencil brush here, and I'm just going to kind of blend that out a little bit and just kind of get a smokier look. I bought more Kat Von D liquid lipsticks. I bought Lolita, Bow and Arrow, and Mother. I think the last time I kind of talked to you guys, but now I own Echo, which is the navy blue one, and Aisha, which is this purple one. And I have Double Dare and Exorcism coming in the mail in the next couple days. So I think Bauhaus, I could be totally saying that wrong. Bauhaus 5 is the other color I want. There's like one other one too. But otherwise, like, I think I'm done after that. Like, I need to quit. So I'm going to see if I can find, I have kind of like a pencil brush, or not a pencil brush, what is it called? Kind of like a little smudger brush, and I can apply kind of closer to my lash line. Yep, here it is from Eco Tools. I think this is called the eyeshadow smudger brush, but it's just a little squared kind of blunt cut brush. And I'm going to take Midnight Stroll again, and I'm going to work this into the lash line. And I'm going to take a little bit of Liaison at the Louvre too, just to darken up a little bit. But that I'm going to concentrate right at my lash line just to add a little bit of depth and dimension again. But anyways, as you couldn't tell, I'm obsessed with the Kat Von D liquid lipsticks. They are my favorite liquid lipstick formula besides NYX soft matte lip creams. But the reason I like the Kat Von D ones so much is they are not as drying as most liquid lipsticks are. Like, of course, they're somewhat drying because they are a matte lipstick, but I feel like my lips are still very comfortable with them. And I wore one of my Stila ones for, like, I would say the first time the other day, and it balled up in the corners of my mouth, and my lips were just so done. By the time I was done with my 8-hour shift at work, like, I just was throwing lip gloss on to make my lips feel better, because I could not handle how they felt. So I really like the formula of these, and I feel like when I eat and stuff, the Kat Von D ones last a lot longer than typical liquid lipsticks do. So now that this is done, I'm actually going to go back and take my other shader brush, and I'm going to take that champagne color here, Snow Angels in the Park. And I had this really nice Avon domed eyeshadow brush that I cannot find that I loved for putting an inner corner highlight on, and I have no idea where it went. So I'm just taking a regular Sigma shader brush and I'm popping this on the inner corner. This shadow in particular looks really pretty over top of Barely Branded. I tried that out earlier this week. It is really, really pretty. I just realized too that I have not filmed my Pan That Palette update too, so that I will be filming today as well. So I have 3 videos to film and not a lot of time to do it. So we could go with the typical black eyeliner, but I'm kind of thinking about using Empire. Yeah, let's do Perversion. Much as I like Empire, I don't want to, it's more of a blue purple, so it pretty much dead on matches Liaison at the Louvre. I don't want to take away the plum color though, because sometimes I feel like when I do like a blue purple eyeliner, then the red plum color kind of disappears. So this is just Perversion. I'm sorry I'm off camera for this. I have to be able to see what I'm doing. My Perversion mascaras have definitely seen better days. I can tell they're getting dry and stuff. They just don't apply the same way they used to. But I have a ridiculous amount of black eyeliner that I've gotten from work. Just samples and everything. So it takes me a really long time to get to them all. So a lot of times if I buy eyeliner, I won't buy it in black. I'll buy it in brown or another fun color because I have so many black eyeliners that I don't know if I'll ever get to them all. And if I want to try a new formula out, then it's better for me to buy something that I don't have. There's that. Then I'm actually going to take this and put this in my waterline, on my lower lash line. If I do it on my waterline on my upper eye, it just irritates me, so I'm just going to do it on the lower lash line. And then kind of do the squint thing where you, not squint, what is that? Just like close your eyes and like kind of transfers a little bit. So one thing I know I could talk about, because I just kind of thought of this, is I don't know if this is at every Ulta, but it was at mine. For some reason, the Lorac Perfection line is 40% off. And I think that goes until the 29th. I could be wrong. I just noticed it yesterday, and me and like fellow employees were just grabbing stuff because we're like, this is really cool. But I grabbed the Lorac Perfection foundation. We were out of the primer, and the primer is okay. Like, it's a nice primer, but it's not my favorite. So I grabbed the foundation, and I also grabbed the concealer, which I'm really excited because this concealer came out to like $14.40 before my discount. So, I mean, that was a really good price for a good concealer. And as you guys know, I've been hunting for another concealer because I'm just flying through my Urban Decay Naked Skin one, and I'm not okay with that. So, alright. So at this point, let's do my brow highlight because I think that's probably the next step here. Let's see if I can find my brush. That is always the problem I have, is that I can never find the brush that I want when I want it. But this didn't take me too long. This is just the medium angled shading, the E70. This I kind of like for the inner corners too, to put the highlight on, but I just don't like it as much as that rounded eyeshadow brush from Avon. And I don't know anybody that sells Avon or if they even make that brush anymore, but I am going to have to look for a dupe because that was my favorite brush for that. So, sorry I didn't say, I'm taking the NYX Kiss the Day eyeshadow. This is just one of my favorite brow highlights. And applying that. This I always like too because I feel like it just really cleans up my eyeshadow look a little bit. So there is that. That is done. Now we'll do mascara. I'm going to do Perversion today. Actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do concealer first because if I don't do my concealer first, then I'll get concealer in my mascara and that'll irritate me like nobody's business. And I'm going to take my IT Cosmetics 203 blending concealer brush. It's just kind of the fluffy, it almost looks like a crease brush, and I actually have heard people say that they do use this for their crease, so it's kind of a multi-purpose brush. And I'm taking the Maybelline Dream Lumi concealer. This concealer's okay. I don't think I'm going to repurchase it. It's okay coverage, but it's really not what I was looking for, I guess. I was hoping it was going to be really brightening, and it's just kind of okay. So obviously I bought the Lorac Perfection foundation because I just said that. But now I think I have like literally 10 foundations, and that is ridiculous. So I need to do a serious clean out. And I know I got a comment saying that one of you guys would like me to do my makeup inventory. And it is something that I've debated about, because when I do the rest of my makeup, it's fine. But once I get to lipstick, I'm so lost. I have a ridiculous amount of lipsticks, and I feel like that's pretty true for most people that are really into makeup. You have like either a ridiculous amount of eyeshadows or lipsticks or both. But I don't know. I don't know what to expect for like foundations. Like I said, I think I seriously have like 9 now, and realistically I would only like to have like 4. And even then I kind of feel like that's pushing it. But I was like, a powder. I'm going to include BB and CC creams in there and foundations, and then like 2 other liquid foundations, and that's kind of it. But like I said, I have 10, and it's just ridiculous. But that's kind of what I'd like to get it down to. But then when it comes to lipsticks, I'm like, I don't even know what to tell myself to try to get to, because lip products are so easy for me to justify. I'm just like, oh, I don't have that color yet. Sorry, there was like something on my lip. I don't know what to try to aim for. But I think last time I started counting, I got up to like 150, and I was like, I'm done. And I was pretty much almost done at that point, but I was just done counting them, and I felt pretty disgusted with myself actually, really, after counting that many. So now I'm looking for my Real Techniques setting brush. I'm sorry it takes me so long to find them, but I actually have my makeup brushes in a little makeup bag. So, and don't mind how dirty it is, because it's time to clean my makeup brushes, and when I clean my makeup brushes, then I clean the bag. So yeah, that is going to be cleaned soon. Oh, and I'm taking my Maybelline Fit Me powder. I tried the Tarte powder. I think I talked about that in another video, and I really wasn't super impressed. I don't know. Like I said, I got a 5-star, almost a 5-star rating on Ulta's website, and I just didn't see it do anything that I thought it was worth 5 stars. Nothing that this Maybelline powder can't do, so maybe I will give up on looking for a Holy Grail powder, because maybe this is just meant to be my Holy Grail powder. But for some reason, I sometimes think that higher end can sometimes mean better, and that can be true, but it's not always true. So I don't know. I just kind of need to give up on finding my Holy Grail powder and probably just accept that the Maybelline one is my favorite. So I'm taking Perversion. This mascara has definitely seen better days. My tube is getting really old, but I don't know. I'm having a hard time justifying throwing it away, because I don't know, it's 20 bucks, and that makes me want to use it till the very last drop. But at the same time, this mascara has, like, when I first got it, it was amazing. It wore all day just fine. And then last week or so, I would say, it has been, like, I'll get done with my shift and I'll have little black lines under there just from blinking. And it's just like it's been transferring, kind of. And I always set my under eyes with powder. And I don't know, try not to blink while the mascara is wet. But yeah, this mascara has just seen better days. But I'm excited because I think I'm going to try the Too Faced Better Than Sex next, and then the Maybelline Lash Sensational, which I've been wanting to try. So sorry, I'm like really out of frame, I know. Just doing my lower lashes can be a pain. Taking a little bit of mascara. Alright. I don't know why, but this eye to me still looks so much lighter, and I don't know if it's because the light from the window is like right there, It's like on this side of my face more than it is this side, but I don't know. It's really, really pretty. I really like this look. So I'm actually going to go back in with a little bit of a crease brush just because, like I said, I got a little tiny bit of mascara up there, and if I just kind of blend, it will go away. So it's gone. I am actually just going to take a smidge more of that purple because it really bothers me how much this eye looks a little bit lighter. Just make it a little darker. I'm betting anything it's probably my lighting, but we're just gonna, we're gonna go with it now. So I'm going to take the blush in here, which is Intrigue, that dusty pink, and the Tarte blushes are really pigmented, so I'm gonna take this Real Techniques blush brush because they apply a little bit lighter than like just an angled blush brush from like Sigma. Those I really like with like my baked blushes from NYX, but when it comes to something like this, it's just a little bit more pigmented. I just have to use like a lighter brush. There, not too crazy. I always go overboard with these and look a little bit crazy when I do use my Tarte blushes. Okay, I got a little overboard on this side, just a little, but I'll fix that later. For highlighter, I am going to go ahead and use, I think this Stilo one. I was going to use Champagne Pop, but kind of changing my mind on that. This one's called Pink Shimmer, and I'm just going to do a couple little dots on the tops of my cheekbones. And my hair got in that one. And then I'll just do a little bit down the center of my nose. And blend that out with my finger. It blends out okay with a brush too, but I feel like if I use a brush, it does kind of remove my foundation a little bit. Whereas if I use my finger, it just kind of blends together a little bit better. So I just have it down the center of my nose. You can kind of see it. I didn't pick the best day to film because it's actually kind of cloudy out. And since I rely on natural lighting so much, may have not been the best day to film. But I have to work a lot, and then I will transfer stores and hopefully not have to work as much. I think my transfer is happening at the beginning of September. That's kind of what I was told, so we'll see how that goes. I'm excited because it'll be, like I said, a lot closer, and I don't know, it's kind of getting to the point where I'm at, it's just getting too repetitive for me, so to kind of change it up will be really nice. So I think that is it besides lips. So I'm going to go ahead and take my Maybelline Fit Me powder, and I'm just going to do a light dusting all over everything. Just kind of set it all, and I don't know, I just like to do this because I feel like it really makes everything kind of just blend together. So I don't know, just makes everything look a little bit more together. Plus that helps like kind of tame down my crazy blush a little bit. Is anybody else ready for fall, or are we still all kind of holding on to summer for as long as it lasts? I have really mixed feelings. Like, I really don't want summertime to be over because I really do like enjoy, you know, going to the water park for the day and like kind of whatever else like fun stuff you can do outside. But at the same time, I love wearing boots and sweaters, and I love fall, and you can still do some stuff outside, you know, but it's definitely getting colder, and you're not gonna go swimming. So I don't know, I have mixed feelings. I'm like really ready for fall, and at the same time I'm kind of like, I don't know, not ready. So I'm actually tweaking the eyeshadow look just a little more, just being picky, don't mind me. I'm just taking Midnight Stroll and putting a little bit more on, because again, I'm just being picky. So there is that. I'm finally done with the eyes and the face and everything, and I'm going to start on lips. In my weekly makeup bag, I didn't think about it, and I picked this Tarte Lip Surgeons matte. It's not matte. The Dreamy Lip Surgeons in Dreamy. Wow, I cannot talk. Which, as you can see, is kind of a bright red color. So I don't really think that that's gonna go with this look. I mean, you could if you wanted to, but I kind of want to do something more on the nude side just because I want to just kind of play up the eyes. So I'm going to take my NYX Nude Pink Lip Liner and do this first, because I have had a really bad problem with lip products not lasting on me. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to talk while I do this part. Got a little crazy there. Yeah, so I have Nude Pink Lip Liner on now, and I'm going to take the Tarte Lip Surgeons in Innocent. This is more of like a nude pink color. This wasn't in my weekly makeup bag, but I really didn't have anything in my weekly makeup bag that I felt like went with this eye look, so I wasn't really thinking when I did that. So this is actually one of my favorites, the Innocent one. I use that one quite frequently, but that's kind of the nice thing is the Lip Surgeons last a really long time. I also like that they're in a pencil form because then it makes it really easy to apply. So I think this is the finished look really. There isn't really anything else I would do with it except for I might take a like shadow brush or something and put a little bit of black shadow on top of the liner, because since I use that Barely Branded color tattoo, the shadows are a little bit more intense, so the liner kind of seems like it, I don't know, it's just not as black as it could be. So I would probably set it with some black eyeshadow. But yeah, this is the finished look. So I hope you guys like it. I am going to film my Pan That Palette update and my July empties now. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.